A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be the fruit is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the score.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he was able to get back on top of it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Now they'll try the right side. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's looking to throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides to back on the option, the give. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Gets it to the back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Houston going up tempo. Sends it back in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good... Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Anderson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Glass. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars want to move quickly. They'll move the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Schmidt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires left. It's caught. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Off play action on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Houston wants to play fast.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
Houston, 20. Arizona State, 17.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Anderson will throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Sun Devils heading quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the ground. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working the middle. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. on 3rd and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Rush is on him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got...
Looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're working that left side. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead is even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Briggs. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips away. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Anderson will throw. Punts it out of the air. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grab near the marker. It's Glass. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because... That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 45, on its way. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Running to Green. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Bray. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they are going one in the LCOP. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snags it over the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right when they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's great. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that are going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.